Hi, everyone, and welcome to Go English Talk. I'm Mizu.
And I'm Lucas. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Go English. I'm Mizu. Here, we learn English in a simple, practical way, the kind of English you actually use every day. No complicated explanations, just clear ideas that make sense.
Hey everyone around the world, I'm Lucas. If you're new here, welcome. We're really happy you're here. And if you've been learning with us for a while, welcome back, my friend. We learn slowly, step by step, and we make English feel natural.
So, Lucas, let me ask you something simple. What do you usually do in the morning?
I usually wake up at 6, drink some coffee, and check my emails. I start work around 8. What about you? What time do you start your day?
I start my day around 7. I drink tea, read a little, and plan my lessons. And you know what, Lucas? Listen to us. Wake up, drink, start, read, plan. We're already using today's lesson.
That's true. We didn't even try. We're just talking about our daily routines.
Exactly. When we talk about habits, routines, and things that are generally true, we use one very important tense.
The present simple.
This tense is the foundation of English. If you understand it clearly, not just the form, but the feeling, your English becomes much more natural.
Because this is the tense we use every day. We use it to talk about routines. We use it to talk about facts. We use it to talk about things that are always true.
So if you want your English to feel clear and confident, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Go English so we can keep learning together.
All right?
Let's get started.
All right, Mizu. Big question. When do we use the present simple?
That's a great question, Lucas. We use the present simple for things that are always true or things that happen regularly.
So, not just right now, but things that are normal in our life?
Exactly. It's about facts, habits, routine, the things that are part of your everyday life.
Can you give us some real-life examples, Mizu? Something simple.
Of course. For example, I wake up at 7 every day. I drink coffee in the morning. I go to work at 8:30. Those are habits, things I do again and again.
Oh, that's easy. So I can say I play basketball on weekends.
Yes, Lucas, that's perfect. That's a regular activity. So we use present simple.
What about facts?
Facts are things that are always true. For example, the sun rises in the east. Water boils at 100 degrees. Cats like milk. These things don't change. They're just true.
So, present simple is not about action happening now.
Right. It's not about right now. It's about normal life, regular life.
Okay, let me try one. I live in Australia.
Perfect. That's a permanent situation. It's your life, your reality. So we use present simple.
So, basically, this tense is everywhere.
Yes, Lucas, everywhere. That's why it's so important. Now let's look at the basic structure. It's very simple. Subject plus base verb. For example, I work. You study. They play. But...
Oh no, there's a but?
Don't worry, it's small, very small. For he, she, and it, we add S to the verb. He works. She studies. It rains a lot here.
So, I work, but he works.
Exactly. Just remember, He, she, it, add s. That's it. Nothing complicated. Present simple is about facts, habits, routine. It's calm. It's everyday English.
All right, Mizu. First, let's talk about daily life. What do you do every day?
Oh, that's easy. I wake up at 7, I drink coffee, I check my phone for a few minutes, then I go to work.
That sounds very normal, very real.
Exactly, Lucas. That's the point. Present simple is perfect for daily habits, the things you do again and again.
Okay, let me try. I wake up at 6:30, I brush my teeth, I make breakfast, and I drive to work.
Perfect. Those are routines. They happen regularly, so we use present simple. Listen carefully. I wake up at 7. I drink coffee. I go to work. These are not special events. They're just normal daily life.
Now it's your turn. What time do you wake up?
Yes. Think about your day. What do you do every morning?
Do you exercise? Do you drink tea or coffee? Do you check your phone first thing in the morning?
Try to answer in full sentences. I wake up at, I eat, I go. The more you say it, the more natural it feels.
So, here's the key idea. If it's regular, we use present simple.
Yes. If you do it every day, every week, every month, present simple. Habits, routine, real life. And that's why this tense is so powerful.
Okay, Mizu, we talked about habits. Now let me ask you something simple. What is always true?
Oh, I like that question, Lucas. When something is always true, we use the present simple.
Can you give us some examples?
Sure. For example, the sun rises in the east. Water boils at 100 degrees. The earth moves around the sun. These are facts. They are true today, tomorrow, next year. Always true.
So it's not about my routine, it's about reality.
Exactly. It's about how the world works. For example, dogs need water. Babies cry. Plants grow in sunlight.
Oh, that's easy. I can say, ice melts in hot weather.
Yes, Lucas. Perfect. That's a general truth.
What about something like, people need sleep?
Yes, that's also a fact. Humans need sleep. It doesn't change. And here's the key idea. If it doesn't change, we use present simple.
So, habits are regular, facts are always true.
Exactly. Habits, facts, general truths. That's why present simple is everywhere in real life.
All right, Mizu. We talked about habits, we talked about facts. What's the next use?
The third use is permanent situations.
Permanent, meaning something that stays the same for a long time?
Yes, exactly, Lucas. If it's long-term, stable, part of your life, we usually use the present simple.
Can you give us some real-life examples?
Of course. For example, I live in Sydney. She works in a bank. They have 2 children. These are not short actions. They are part of someone's life.
So if I say I work for a tech company, that's present simple because it's my job, right?
Yes, that's perfect. Your job is not just today, it's your regular situation.
What about she studies at university?
Yes, that works too. It's her current life situation, something stable for a period of time. So we use present simple.
So, how is that different from something temporary?
Good question. If something is temporary, happening just around now, we often use another tense, like present continuous. For example, I am staying with a friend this week. That's temporary. But if it's permanent, I live with my parents. That's my normal life. So we use present simple.
We use the present simple for permanent life situations. For temporary situations, we usually use another tense.
Exactly. If it's stable, long-term, part of your reality, present simple. Habits, facts, permanent situations. That's why this tense is the foundation of everyday English.
All right, Mizu. Now let's talk about structure. How do we actually build a present simple sentence?
Don't worry, Lucas. It's very simple. For positive sentences, we follow this pattern. With I, you, we, and they, we use the base form of the verb.
Base verb, meaning the normal form of the verb.
Exactly, the basic form. For example, I work, you play, we study, they live in Canada. Very clean, very simple.
Okay, that feels easy. But I know something changes with he, she, and it, right?
Yes, just one small change. For he, she, and it, we add s to the verb. He works. She plays. It rains a lot here.
So, I work, but she works.
Exactly, Lucas. That little s makes the difference. It's small, but very important.
So, if I forget the S,
Then it sounds a little strange. For example, she work in a bank. It should be she works in a bank.
okay. He, she, it, add S.
Yes, remember this rhythm. I work, you work, they work. But he works, she works, it works.
That's not complicated at all.
Exactly. Keep it simple. Base verb for most subjects. Add s for he, she, it. Small rule, big importance.
All right, Mizu, positive sentences are clear, but what if I want to say something is not true?
Good question, Lucas. For negative sentences in the present simple, we use do not or does not.
Do not, does not.
Yes, and in everyday English, we usually say don't, doesn't.
Can you give us some easy examples?
Of course. I don't like coffee. You don't work on Sundays. They don't watch TV at night.
Okay, so for I, you, we, they, we use don't.
Exactly. But for he, she, and it, we use doesn't. For example, she doesn't like coffee. He doesn't play tennis. It doesn't rain much here in summer.
Wait, I noticed something. In positive sentences, we say she likes coffee, but in negative, we say she doesn't like coffee, not likes.
Yes, Lucas, that's very important. After doesn't, the verb goes back to the base form.
So not she doesn't likes.
Right, never likes after doesn't. She doesn't like coffee. He doesn't work on weekends.
So let's try together. I don't wake up early. She doesn't wake up early.
Perfect. Remember this simple idea. After don't and doesn't, we always use the base form of the verb. The S moves to doesn't, so the verb stays simple.
That's actually very logical.
Yes, keep it simple, keep it clear. Present simple negatives are not scary at all.
All right, Mizu. Now I want to ask questions. How do we make questions in the present simple?
Good, Lucas. For questions, we use do or does at the beginning.
Do or does?
Yes. The structure is very simple. Do plus subject plus base verb. Does plus subject plus base verb.
So for you or they, we use do?
Exactly. For example, do you like tea? Do they work on weekends? Do we have class today?
Okay, that feels natural. What about he or she?
For he, she, and it, we use does. For example, does he play football? Does she live near here? Does it rain a lot in winter?
Wait, I see something again. In positive, we say he plays football. But in the question, we say, does he play football, not plays.
Yes, Lucas, very good. After does, the verb goes back to the base form.
So not does he plays.
Right. Never plays after does. Does he play football?
Okay, let's practice quickly. Do you drink coffee?
Yes, I do.
Do you wake up early?
No, I don't.
Does Lucas talk too much?
Yes, he does.
Oh no.
See? That's how simple it is. Short answers are easy too. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, she does. No, he doesn't.
So remember, do for I, you, we, they, does for he, she, it, and always use the base verb.
Exactly. Simple structure, clear pattern. And now you can ask real questions in everyday English.
All right, we've talked about the structure. We've talked about when to use it. But grammar only becomes real when you use it in your own life.
Exactly. Present simple is not just rules on the board. It's how you talk about your routines, your habits, your real world.
So now, let's make it personal. Hey Mizu, let's make this real. What do you usually do on weekends?
Oh, weekends are fun. I usually wake up a bit later, around 8:30. I drink coffee slowly, read a book, and sometimes go for a walk in the park. In the evening, I cook dinner and watch a movie.
That sounds perfect. Very relaxing.
Yes, exactly. Weekends are for recharging.
Okay, now let's think about our viewers. What about you?
Yes, you. Think about your daily life. On weekends, what do you do?
Write one sentence in the comments. For example, I wake up at 9. I play football. I watch TV.
Yes. Or you can say, I read books, I go shopping, I spend time with my family.
The key is use the present simple. Talk about what happens regularly in your life.
Exactly. Habits, routines, little facts about your day. That's how you naturally use present simple in real life.
And don't worry if it's short or simple. Every sentence helps you practice.
Yes. So try it now. Write one sentence about your daily routine.
We can't wait to read your sentences.
And that's how present simple comes alive in your real everyday life. Okay, Lucas, let's take a moment to review everything we learned today.
Yes, let's make it simple and easy to remember.
First, we use present simple for habits, the things we do regularly.
Second, for facts, things that are always true.
Third, for permanent situations, long-term things in life.
And don't forget the little grammar rules. He, she, and it adds S in positive sentences.
And for questions, we use do or does depending on the subject.
So the key feeling is present simple is about regular life.
Yes, it's calm, it's stable, it's everyday English.
And that's why it's so important.
Habits, facts, permanent situations, base verbs, little s, do, and does. All simple, all useful.
Now you can see how present simple is everywhere in real life.
All right, Lucas. As always, let's remember this. English doesn't have to be complicated.
Yes, focus on meaning, not long grammar names.
Exactly. And remember, practice a little every day. Even one sentence counts.
And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Go English so we can keep learning together.
Yes. See you in the next Go English video.